I think people who are looking for the ban to solidify security in this country only have to look at what happened in San Bernardino. Because as you remember, the shooter, the main perpetrator in San Bernardino, he was an American citizen who brought his wife from overseas. And, you know, if there are such marriages or relationships where someone is abroad waiting for their relationship to be legally justified, then, you know, who knows who we're bringing into the country. But as I've said before, I think it gives us a false sense of security because so many Western European countries that are our true allies are harboring terrorists. And we've talked about the number 27 or 23,000 alone in Great Britain. That's what their government says. That's the number they're dealing with. That many terrorists possibly just percolating in the UK. So are we going to have a travel ban in the UK? And a lot of those people were born in that country as well.
I want to get Trish in on this. I mean, Kennedy and I spoke about last week the London terrorist, or the British terrorist. He actually went on the BBC and held up a sign that said was supporting ISIS, and he still wasn't caught or flagged or taken in. So do you think this ban gives us a false sense of security?
It gives us hopefully a little bit more security, but I would agree you've got to do something about spouses, about parents. People should not be given carte blanche to come here just because they are related to someone who is here. They should be subjected to the same kind of scrutiny anybody else would. But I think it does something in that we're not just welcoming everyone with open arms. I think we do need to have standards, and this gets us partly there. I think the other advantage of the Supreme Court weighing in on this is it strips out some of the politics of this. Don't forget, this had become a political hot-button issue, and I always wondered, look, if the President of the United States is privy to information that would provide us with more security as a country, why is it that some judge off in Washington or, you know, the Ninth Circuit can somehow weigh in and say, no, I disagree? There has to be some sense that our president is going to do what's best for security purposes.
Yeah, I would just say this, good comments on both sides, but I agree with Kennedy. It doesn't give a complete sense of security or a false sense of security, but it does add something, I think. And remember, the responsibility of the chief executive, his first and major, is the safety and security of the citizens. This also doesn't obviate or eliminate the extreme vetting. So to the question of spouses and relations and others, you can have extreme vetting. We are not Europe, and I think the world understands that we are not Europe. We don't have the kind of permissive policies they have, and we're not having the kind of trouble they have. This sends a signal as well as a policy, and I think it's very good.